with 100% less unknown shores, which makes me sad. The list is pretty aggressive and kind of interesting. I believe ideally I would like a few more 4 or 5 drops, but hopefully the Fleet Wheel Cruisers will handle that row alright. I really think Glint Siphoner and Beaumont Courier and Scrappy Scourger are all just absolutely fantastic in this format. So we're going to hope to rely on those to smash a mini a face. We also have a really decent amount of removal, though naturalizes over additional braids I find a little odd. I realize what the naturalizes are for. They're for like the cast outs, swap to arrest, etc., etc. But I don't know if there's enough of those in the format. But we're testing for JJ, so we will find out. Apologize if I'm a little grumpy today. Had massive thunderstorms last night, no power, didn't sleep well, not ate, so fatigued, sleepy, and grumpy. But the show must go on. I just hopefully can stop yawning long enough to focus. No, now my eyes are watering. Stop it, eyes. We'll return in a moment. I'm going to find a napkin or something to wipe my eyes out with. So our opening hand is very good, and our opponent's mulliganed. It is a little awkward though, because we can't, with the mana we have, we can't have Beaumont on 1 and Glint on 2 with the energy. Thank you, Buttons, for the auto host. So we're going to have one or the other. Could just play the Effer Hub and hope that we draw Swamp, but I don't think that's worth it because A, there's not a lot of swamps in the deck, but B, if we miss, we have to spend this energy to even cast this, and I'm not into that. Though, like, maybe that was actually the better option. I'm not sure. Well, some kind of mirror match. That's kind of cool. He mulliganed and potentially is missing his turn 2 land drop. Haven't got paired versus a red deck in a while. I'm thinking about running a league with it a little bit later. Alright. Opponent said that is enough. Let's move on to the sideboard then. We definitely want this. We definitely want this. Think we definitely want all of these. We probably want these. I actually kind of think I want this as well. Let's actually look at what we got going on before we make a decision on that, but I definitely just want every one of these cards. So cards that I don't find particularly good in these matches. I don't typically find Scrap Heap Scrounger good. I don't typically find Glint Siphoner good because they don't block. Though they'll probably be better than some of the other cards we have. Just going through it card by card while we think. Definitely just don't want Chandra at all in the match, so that's an easy one. Probably don't want the Fleet Wheel Cruisers. They don't really attack through Hazoret, and oh wow, just realized we don't have a Hazoret. That could be a huge, huge problem considering whoever gets the first Hazoret typically wins these matches. Could have maybe found a quick weakness here. Often sideboard out Gonti in these matches as well. Obviously can't sideboard out all of this stuff, so. Hey, Glory. What's up? Hope you're having a good day. I think I like the glint siphoners better than these because the glint siphoners can block if needed to block. So this thing. How badly do I want this thing? We only have one abrade too, so like we're pretty weak to effort spear harvesters unless we have it in license in. I think I'm just not going to play this abrade. Maybe I shouldn't play one of Deshandra's defeats, but if I'm not playing Deshandra's defeats, then could take out and land on the draw maybe. So I'd rather have you in a field of ruin. Alright, we'll take out one land on the draw and try it. To play, maybe I bring back into Fleet Wheel Cruisers. Oh, what are you into today, Mr. Glory? Or Mrs. Glory? I shouldn't gender assume, I'm sorry. Alright, well this hand's not keepable. This hand will be kept, though it's not great. We do have multiple removal spells. Just have to find us some lands, and we'll be pretty happy with it. That's not a land. There's 25 lands still in the deck, so... Well, 24, I mean, we drew one. But we only... There's 26 in the deck, and we only sideboarded one out, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, so we hit a land. That really turns our hand on, with the exception of is there Hazards are not coming for us. And if they are, bad news bears. We'll go ahead and play this thing. If they don't have a braid, it's just the best play. And if they do have a braid, I'd rather play gifted post-combat anyway. It looks like they have a braid. Well, that's unfortunate. So these contempts are really the only thing we can do versus Hazy. But we have one, so I call that a chance. On license, alright, we'll go ahead and kill this thing then. We're pretty low on life. Rip. Guess we're just gonna go ahead and abrade it. Saving the defeat for like a bigger threat, like maybe a Chandra. This thing's very likely to die. He didn't play anything on 4, so could have like a Glorybringer in his hand, but he definitely doesn't have a smaller creature or anything. No Glorybringer then. I guess it's just double removal spell. Goodbye, Glint. We will miss you. Oh wow, you didn't have a removal spell for Glint? Hey, Cloud Cycle, what's up? He did have one for Glenn, I guess. Hope you're having a good day, Mr. Cloud. Or Mrs. Cloud. I should not gender assume. I have to stop doing that. Yeah, well, we have every removal spell that was ever a removal spell. Our opponent still has 3 cards in their, well, 2 cards in their hand plus a Deadlands though, so most of our, I think I'm just going to pass here. I don't want to take my shields down to Hazard at this point. I'll cycle end of turn if they don't play one. Sure. Apache attack helicopter. Alright, I'll try to remember that. So I sideboarded that card out. Maybe I shouldn't have. It's not going great. I mean, we still have a good high life total, but we don't have very many sticky threats. The Hazard, I wonder if they were playing around us having a removal or a contempt. Or if they just drew that then. How many creatures did I sideboard out? We only took 4 out. Well, we took 5 out if you include Daganti. Like 21 cards deep in our deck and we've drawn 1 creature, 2 creatures, something like that. Kind of sick. Hey, Matthew. I'm feeling a little bit better, JJ. Thank you for asking. Yesterday was a rough one. This morning was pretty rough too, but I think we're feeling okay now for the most part. Hopefully they have to at least use the Deadlands here, because it uses a good percentage of their mana up. Yeah. Goodbye, Glenny. They have 2 cards in their hand. They're not playing either of them. How many of Glints is that we've gone through? It's 3 of them. Maybe they're just holding lands. I'm not sure. This is game 2. Yeah, game 2 of round 1. Opponent didn't play spells game 1. How are you doing today, JJ? Ooh, that's a good draw. Boom. What a lovely little draw. This is more probably red-black mid-range just in aggro. I think I may have mislabeled it. Ooh, what another little nice draw. Alright, we're kind of running away with the game at this point. And considering we have 3 removal spells in our hand, I don't think he's going to get back into the game. Yeah. Excuse me for clearing my throat. Lean up a little bit. Alright, 1-0. Gotta get 2 out of the next 4 to get that pity chest, and you know we like the pity chests, or as they refer to them as the Buttons Trophy. The Buttons Gaming Trophy. That's his joke, not mine, so I'm not being mean, it's something he says. It's something he jokes about. Click join. Mogged. He's a strong opponent. He typically plays aggressive decks. Mana's awkward, but I still think this hand's a pretty easy keep. Hopefully we draw like an untapped source. Back-to-back mono red decks. This meta is insane. Oh, I forgot to look and see if this is the updated build or not. Crap, I forgot. Let me check. I don't know if I'm playing the updated build. No, I know I forgot something. Sorry, stream. I'm gonna have to pause a second and see if I'm playing the updated build or not. I knew I forgot something this morning. I thought I was doing so well. I am not playing the updated build. You cut a Chandra's Defeat. And you put in... I don't know what you put in. Cut a Chandra's Defeat. You put in another Naturalize. What about the main deck? What do we got? 1 push, 2, 3, 3. Sorry, team. The main deck looks like it's... Oh, you got a Claim and Fame now, too. What do you have over the Claim and Fame? Not seeing what that is off the top of my head. A braid. You cut in a braid for a Claim and Fame. Okay. I'm pretty close to your list. I knew I forgot to do something this morning. Dang it. Now I'm aggravated. There's hubs and there's spires of industry. But the matches that you want to cast them in, like, you don't have to cast them early in the game. You have, like, you generally want to cast them, you know, like turn 4 plus. So you have some fair opportunities to try to find the cards. I'd say we're going to get buried this game. We just missed our land drop. We have no more removal. The opponent's just doing his thing. He had a 1-drop, double spell on 2, double spell on 3. Don't, probably not coming back from that. But we'll see. Maybe we will. Ugh. Yeah, that's bad. You have 26 lands. And we're dead. Have no out. Alright. So we're going to bring in all of this. I'm going to bring in this. I'm going to bring in this. I'm going to bring in these. I'm going to take out these things that don't block particularly well. Or that don't attack through hazards particularly well. And then I think I'm going to take out the Chandra and the Glory, or the Gonti as well. This feels about right. Just kind of like a big mono red or red black control deck now. Could bring in this and take out like maybe the 25th land. Or sorry, the 26th land. I think 25's probably enough. In this type of match. But I could be wrong. I have a lot of removal. Ugh. I don't think I'm going to keep this one. We're just not getting lands this round. Have to put one of our best cards on the bottom. It's just another generic removal spell. It's probably fine versus Eider. Yeah, deck. But it had no Beaumont, so step 1 complete. I got a million of these, so I really don't like Chandra in these matches. I really hate tapping 4 mana and it dying to a 1 mana spell. Definitely not blocking. A shock would suck, but yeah, I don't like Chandra ever. Chandra got quickly sideboarded out. I like Chandra versus control decks. I just don't think there's control decks in the format anymore. Maybe I'm way wrong on that assessment, but it doesn't feel to me like they are. Please do not kill this. This is our only friend. What? That makes no sense. He took 4 damage, then he killed it. That makes no sense. I get really agitated when I lose to opponents that do things like what he just did. Alright, so we're on Vraska's Contempt or dead. So I don't want to take any extra damage since we're drawing pretty uphill anyway. Vraska's Contempt or dead. Try to buy ourselves a little more time, I guess. If this hand's weak enough. The reason that I used those removal spells last turn is we may not have got another opportunity to. Since I was going to Deadlands the next 2 turns if I don't hit the thing. He did not discard this card, so that means it's probably just Hazard. Oh no, it's worse. It's a 5-drop that I refuse to believe is good in this match. See, we've already gone through all of our contempts, so we are on no outs. Alright, well, we just didn't play Magic, really. Can't complain too much. Our round 1 opponent also did not really play Magic. It's kind of weird to get paired versus 2 mono red decks, though, like that. Considering how little mono red it's felt like there's been in leagues lately. So now we got to win 2 out of the next 3 to acquire our pity chest back. I would love to see a 3rd and 4th Phoenix in this deck. I'm obsessed with this Phoenix card. Dumbo, I have not read any of them except for, what, 2 or 3 that have been specifically linked to me. Hey, cool, it's another hardcore grinder. So we've gotten paired versus 3 top grinders in a row. All 3 that play generally aggressive slanted decks. Uh-oh. The Brontodon deck? Could be pretty good versus us. Dire Fleet's a good card in general. I know the mono red deck we're going to try later, I think, has even 1 copy in the main. I'm going to try this at some point. Yeah, he's got 1 copy in the main and 3 more in the side, so big fan of that card in general. Yeah, we got the hexproof will be good in this match, probably. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. Really kind of wanted him to play the Thrashing Brontodon this turn. Oh, he doesn't have land? I guess that's not that bad then, if he doesn't have the land. Opponent's got a lot of land in his deck. He's just not find a land with either of his first 2 communes. So, like, casually on the top 2 draw steps on top of that, the 10 cards of his library, there wasn't a land? That's insane. That's rather insane. I apologize for my throat. Yeah, opponents had enough. So we beat the opponents that haven't drawn lands exceptionally easy. So he's playing the big 12-12 and Galtas. So these have to be good in this match. I assume Death Touch in general is good in this match. Let me look at his deck real quick. I don't remember what else in his deck. And he may not be playing this exact same deck, but I'm just trying to get a quick refresher of how it's built in general. This is the build we played. Bunch of Death Gorge Scavengers. Okay. Don't think Chandra's defeat's good enough. Oh god, sorry, my throat. I apologize, guys. I kind of feel like these expensive vehicles aren't particularly great here. Maybe they're fine if we've got foreign license disintegrations and this to kill Bronte. I think this is a match where I kind of like Chandra. Kind of like all my cards. Maybe not Fatal Push. These other cards all do similar than it as it. I was beating MP. Yeah, Angrath can do things. That's for sure. It only sacks it if it's 3 or less, though. Kind of just want to take out these. I might bring them back in on the play, but I think I want to take them out on the draw. Kind of want to bring in this, too. But I don't even know what the last remove is for what we've got. Can't just be the 26th land again? Let's try it like this, I think. Yeah, I don't remember what Tinfoil has in his red-black deck, but it's a deck I've always wanted to revisit and never had a chance. So, we've only got one removal spell in this hand, and I've got a strong feeling that, like, removal light hands are going to struggle versus him, I think. That's disappointing. So I'm just going to play this one. Try to start drawing cards. Maybe this is a reason to keep Fatal Pushes in the deck. Excuse me again. Yeah, there's four hubs in the deck. Another removal spell. Yeah, we could run into problems. God, another removal spell. They just don't have that many removal spells if they're playing the build we played. They just like play Rigi now. We're going to be in a rough spot, rough shape. Will that help some? Go ahead and attack first because it's pretty easy for him to sack this when we use our spell. Goodbye. Oh, wow. Didn't expect that. Whoops, have to play our land first. It's also not that bad for us. As long as like they brick on maybe one draw step, we can probably outrace this pretty easily. If they just untap and play like a powerful 5-drop, I mean, clearly we lose, but... Still feel like we can probably outrace this because we have the cutting ribbons in our side. Oh, wow. Think I'm supposed to kill this one? Go back to 11. I guess there's brick on one draw step, and I'm pretty sure we just run away with the game. That's not bricking on one draw step. That's drawing almost. That's drawing a very good spell here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can technically kill our opponent, right? No, we can't kill our opponent because you can just sacrifice both of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We draw a creature, we're dead like that. Guess we'll leave one thing back. Hopefully they brick one turn. They did in fact brick. That's fine. Alright, so we win. We just need them to attack. We win anyway, but... I had F6 pressed, but it doesn't matter because we have to cut anyway, but we can bring this back and still do the 3 damage. But the cut wins anyway. I don't even think I can pronounce that. Is that near the beach or anything? I don't know exactly where in Florida that is. I don't know how sweet of a place it is. I had F6 pressed, but even if I hadn't pressed the un-auto yield quick enough, we had to cut and ribbon in the graveyard, which was lethal, so. About the middle. Not too bad. 10 minutes from Orlando. Nice. Is that like around where Disney World and stuff is? I think I'm going to keep this hand. Keeping this hand was probably wrong, actually. I kind of forgot that the Spire of Industries didn't produce red mana, so rip. The play mistake by me, I should have definitely mulliganed. Just kind of forgot that that did not produce red mana. Land? Nice, I hope you have fun there. Hope the weather's at least nice. So our opponent's probably just playing blue-black control, it appears. So if the draw we have, I'm going to put our approximate chance at near 0. Yes, counterspell are useless cards. Mwahahaha. Boom. So you're going to use the fetid runes? Well, yep, so we're actually versus blue-black control. It's been a hot minute since we've been paired versus one of these. Actually, I think we got paired versus one today that we played black-green dinos, didn't we? So who wants to take guesses on whether this Chandra resolves or not? Alright, screw you, Chandra. It's harvester time, and by harvester time I mean harvester time. It would be kind of hard for them to beat us. They don't have very many sticky threats. I always find it odd when people field of room me. Like, they're not going to hurt my mana, so it just always feels odd to me. Alright, feels less odd if they're using a fatal push. Alright, so now we can't even cast a Torch of Defiance. JK. We had it all along. I'm definitely not playing it into a open Gearhulk though when our opponent's got 5 cards. Find something small to try to like force them to use mana. Oh, okay, that's probably just game. We have 2 Field of Runes though. Maybe we'll draw one. Got roughly 1 turn. Alright, next game. We can't beat a flip search for Azcanta. You're in the Matthew Folks waiting room? That's what I should change this title of my stream, the Matthew Folks waiting room. I think I just want every creature we have. I think I want all of these. I think I want all of these. And we just want to dump tons of this removal. Ah! Stop it, ear. My ear's ringing. And I have no idea where he is. Definitely want this. Definitely want this. Definitely want all of these, I think. Probably don't want the braid. Already got some unlicensed integration. Probably leaving too many removal spells in general. Huh. I'm literally updating the title. There we go. Who is this Matthew Folks? Well, he's kind of a big deal. You may have heard about him. Think I want Naturalize for just search for Azcanta and stuff? I don't know about that. Harvester may not be good, but I don't know about Naturalize. I'm not too worried about the Gearhulks. Everybody always wants you to bring in removal to kill Gearhulks, but like, the Gearhulks isn't whatever beats you. You're not dying to a 5/6. You're dying to the value and stuff they got out of their cards. Like, you could care less that they have a 5/6 on the board. It might end the game a little bit faster, but the games that a 5/6 are killing you are games that they're going to beat you if they have a 2/2. Like, it's almost irrelevant. I'm not sold on Naturalizes. Like, I think they're actively bad versus the Gearhulks, and like, I don't know if they play enough Search for Azcantas for it to be worth it, but maybe it is. Maybe they do. I also think it's pretty hard to turn on. If we're bringing in another Naturalize, though, we have to take out an Unlicensed Integration, which I also don't like, because they could have, like, the 1/4s or the 2/3s. We're running out of time, though, so I have to, like, just pull the trigger on a card and press enter. Trigger pulled, enter pressed. This is the guy who built the deck. Alright, this hand's a snap keep. We actually have blue mana. I just wanted Everborn because it's like just another creature, right? Like, their moments of craving don't kill it. So they have to either spend fatal pushes, which were in theory going to be taxing anyway with all of our creatures, or they have to spend like Vraska's Contempts on it. But more than anything, like, it's just a creature. It's just something they have to answer. And they can't chump block it either, right? Because like if they just play a Gear Hulk and block, party in my pants. You know, happy times. You will not have a removal spell for Beaumont. You will not have a removal spell for Beaumont. Nice. They did not have a removal spell for Beaumont. I cast this pre-combat. Yeah, this hand's pretty nice, Mr. Johnson. Goodbye, friendo. We will miss you. Hey-ya. I got a feeling the negate's gonna cause a blowout play, and by blowout play I mean probably get discarded to this Beaumont courier. That's what I'm expecting. So I value the 4 cards under the courier more than I do getting a counterspell out of our opponent's hand. So I'm gonna wait another turn. Alright, I guess I'll tap you for mana. I'm assuming that means they're going to try to contempt next turn. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Boom. My hand's really good now, though. I'm just not casting anything because again, I feel like they're going to force me to negate, and even if I play the Pia, all right, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I should just be playing things. Like, they're not beating what we're doing though, right? Boom. 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 I'm tempted to sacrifice this and just buy back this other Scrap Heap Scrounger, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so that's Scarab God, so we're just going to sacrifice this then. And then we're going to buy this back, and he's dead on board. And we're going to buy this back, and he's dead on board. Alright, so let's look at this sideboarding stuff again. That negate was really good. But then again, our opponent did like kind of miss a land drop. Opponent just flipped his computer desk. I was like, I'm just not going to cast anything. Maybe we want this. Still not sold on these naturalizes. I honestly just think like a removal spell is better, but the guy who built the deck told us to play naturalize, so we will play naturalize. Maybe we have too many 4-drops. Maybe I can cut a Gonti. Gonti feels pretty good. I really want more removal spells in case our opponents have gifted Efferborns and or like the Kingpin card. Like I just really want at least a second license. Also just like plugging them for 3 on turns that they play Scarab Gods and stuff is really good. Gonti's really good here too, though. Four color aggro. Hey man, what's up? In the gate and out something. Oh, thank you. I want to take this out so bad, but JJ said I can't. I want to take them both out so bad. I kind of like Harvester too, because it's something that they have to put effort into killing, but... just staring. Don't know. Alright, fine. I'll take a Gifted Everborn out. Man, Red-Black Planeswalker can just win games. Yeah, this hand's fine. It's not going to bring the boys to the yard, but it can cast some spells. I did scoop Dazcanta. But that was because we were a year behind. Like, I wouldn't scoop Dazcanta if the game was remotely close. We do have double Field of Ruin and stuff. I basically scooped Tazcanta because we had done 0 damage on like turn 12 and he still had 7 cards in his hand. That was the main reason we scooped to that Azcanta. We'd done like 0 damage on turn 12 and he still had like 6 or 7 cards in his hand. Like, being that far behind plus the Azcanta was just enough. I guess I'm going to play this one. I don't really care if he censors it. I guess he could have, what you call it? What's Golden Demise. But we still get to follow it up with like a double play, so it's not the end of the world if he does. I think I want the red. Oh wow, opponent has a poor draw, it appears. Boom. Blue mana, boom. You kept a hand with no early counter spells, no removal whatsoever versus us? Our opponent's my hero. Yeah, our opponent is my hero. I don't know what the hell he kept. Oh, what do you know? Boom. What the hell did our opponent keep? Yeah, but like, to not have one of those spells? That's cray. Tapping all 3 of these mana instead of these 2 mana in case he like tries the Field of Ruin into something, I will not protect this with a negate. It's just going to the graveyard. Hey, Friendo Beaumontian. I'm tempted to protect that one, but I won't. We're just going to sit behind double negate. Alright, so we have double negate. I can't imagine that we're losing. And we get to draw a card? What fun. A lot of our opponents have had mana problems this league. We have double negate and we can cast another Glint Sleeve Siphoner. And our opponent just didn't keep a playable hand. That's insane to me. That casual game 3 I don't want to play. Was this a record like 0-2 or something and he not care? Is GoatBot or is MTGBot not here? MTGBot not here? Alright, apparently my streamer thingy won't even pull up. Whatever. Pity chest confirmed. Let's keep going. Do tribute to JJ up. Well, you can see the deck list right here on screen. This should work. Oh, MTGBot's here. Don't know why he's not telling us our... Oh, he did. He did this time. It's Total Donkey! It's the donkey! God, this hand's bad. God, this hand's bad. I don't know. Donkey's probably playing blue-black. Alright, this hand's worse. This hand's even worse. Alright, he's not playing blue-black. He's on gift. Our previous hand was much better. Damn it. Our Beaumont Courier's not even good. God. So I lose to gift more than... Oh, he's playing blue-red gift? I lose to gift decks more than any other decks in Standard. I just do not beat gift decks at all, ever in a million years. Seems like he's got a pretty reasonable draw. Can't play the Beaumont Courier because of the Firebrand. Maybe I should just play it, but I don't know. You pulled over from driving to watch this? You high, man. Oh god, things are going bad. Alright, let's read here. That deck helped me sell my hazardous Sphinx. Aww. I don't think any of my spells are any good. What am I supposed to do if all my spells are bad? Did I just play this thing? Our opponent's playing red. We streamed it once. I don't know if it's his cop or version, but it's going to be the Combat Celebrant combo deck. So you got rid of 2 Gate to the Afterlife, which is kind of good for us. Like, we really need him not to draw a Gate to the Afterlife. We can probably win this game if he doesn't. You can't really interact with this very well, and we have removal spells, so as long as he doesn't hit Gate, we're probably okay. If he draws Gate, we're probably in some serious problems, though. Not getting a land's unfortunate as well. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. He's got this in play. That was such a bad... That was so bad by me. I should have killed this first. That was really bad by me. I should have killed this before I played Arpia. Like how our opponents now played like 37 spells and we're technically ahead. Well, he can't hit us with the combo unless he draws a gate. And he's already gone through 2 of his gates, so it's probably not super likely that he does. So we're probably not dying to the combo this game, but it's real easy for our opponent just to beat us with the things that are on the table. It's like real easy for the opponent just to beat us with the stuff that's on the table. We need to draw an untapped land. If we do, we can kill this and then play a Beaumont and crew this. And then all we have to do is basically fade and we would win. Alright, well we have to do this whether we want to or not. If we don't fade, if we can fade, I think we still just win. Cavalier Comics is where wait, you're talking to him about the RPTQ. My bad. I misread. Ignore me. Ignore me. Pretty sure if we just fade, we win. That's unfortunate. Makes it a lot harder to fade when he's got that. This deck does not seem great. You're hating, man. We've already locked up a pity chest. We're playing for all of the marbles now. Oh, cool. Opponent doesn't have anything, at least. So I guess we want to draw a card. And this is the one that can potentially attack. We only have to fade a few more turns. Like how I keep saying fade. How many more times can I say the word fade? We just gotta fade, guys. We just gotta fade. Fade. I don't even know what I want my opponent to draw. I think I want him just to draw something like a Minister of Inquiries. Just draw one of these turds. Do not draw a land. Damn it. They drew a land. Well, that makes things a lot harder, especially considering they're on 7 lands and we're on 3. So it's getting harder and harder for our opponent not to be able to get another gate or another thing to combat Celebrant. Maybe we can draw a Scavenging Grounds? Your daily dose of Matthew Folks. I don't know if you were trying to rhyme. Snakes and Ladders is a fun deck. It's actually pretty good too. Alright. We draw Runner Runner Land and our opponent has nothing. Then we've got this. I think I need the 6 life more than I do the card. Alright, step 1 complete. We hit a land. Alright, so if the 4 cards opponent just drew were bad, and the card on the top of his deck's bad, we got this. If any of those cards are good, we're dead. We're just dead if any of those cards are good. Any Walking Ballista, any Gate, any GPG, all of those cards, and we're just dead. He's going back to milling himself, so you can guarantee that he's got a gate or a GPG this turn. Like it's 100%. Just 100%. Alright, and that's game. Pretty sure that's game. Just in case I'm wrong, I'm going to press F6. Oh, he has second combat celebrants. That is game. I don't even have to do the math. That one just is game. Okay. Well, we're going to want this. We're going to want this. I guess we're going to want these. I guess we want removal spells. I don't know. I don't know how we beat decks like this. Things that attack on the ground aren't particularly good. Chandra's kind of hard to protect. Because people hate me. I would not concede to anyone in the finals. You can suck it. I don't think Fatal Push is very good. I'm hopefully going to win that tournament. I want me a Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't think Gonti's particularly good. Actually, Gonti could be great. What if I steal a Combat Celebrant? Beaumonts probably aren't great here. Things that are on the ground aren't great. So these are probably my worst cards. I have to be aggressive, though. So I think I'm going to at least keep the Scrap Heap Scroungers. And by keep the Scrap Heap Scroungers, I mean I'm taking out the Scrap Heap Scrounger, too. Alright, hands playable. Let's rock. Let's party out. Let's rock out. What do they say in the funny movies? Let's rock out with our something out. You don't think negates are good? Like he's a combo deck. He's not a traditional gate deck. Like if he gets a gate in play, he goes practically infinite. I think it's pretty important that he never gets a gate or a GPG in play. It's not that bad of a drive. It's like an hour each way. Do not have Walking Ballista. I implore you. Nice. Nice. We're on the board, fam. We get to draw a card. He's got 2 creatures in his graveyard already? That's not fun. Ooh. I'm definitely leading with this one because it lets me draw another card unless he has another Firebrand or another Walking. The fact that he put 2 of these in this graveyard is a little concerning already. Yes, this list has Fleet Wheels, Negates, and Naturalizes. Everything but an Unknown Shores and a Smile. We'll feel pretty good about this game if we, like, draw an untap land. No! Whirl of Virtuoso so strong. Whirl of Virtuoso not that strong. No untapped land's real strong, though. Rip. That's disappointing. Alright, get got, pal. Actually, I think this was a mistake. I should have just attacked with Glint. I did not get this from Buttons. This is JJ's deck. This youngin' right here. I like how I called him a youngin' when he's a firm adult. He's, you know, he has a career and a life. But I said the word youngin' because apparently I'm a disrespectful scumbag. I definitely think I should have just attacked the glint there. Drawing a card seems like it's more relevant than dealing 3 damage. It was like we got to draw 1 card for the cost of dealing 1 damage. Boop, 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 boop. Feels like a pretty big mistake for me, especially if we don't hit our land. JK, we hit our land. I'm a perfect player. Don't you dare disrespect me. Oh, did he? I've not looked at his list, actually. I assumed that he was more aggressive than we are. We're kind of like a mid-range deck, but... Wait. Alright, negate. You're our Obi-Wan negate. I could probably check his Facebook. Or his Twitter, rather. Oh, apparently you've got it too. Alright, well, let's close Twitter. Pop that up. Our opponent doesn't have anything? That seems suspect. Opponent has to have something, right? One second, I'll check out that list. Yeah, he's definitely on the more aggressive slant in terms of sideboarding. What the heck's in our opponent's hand? I think he's just going to pop this and then like try to combo us. So I think I made a mistake by not leaving up Unlicensed Disintegration. There's a good chance I just made a mistake. Fiery Cannonade. Alright, well. Spell Pierce. Crushed. I think Spell Pierce is such a bad Magic card, but he got us good. So he has actual 2 Effer hubs. Oh no. Buttons doesn't have any of those cards. He doesn't have any naturalizes or anything in his sideboard. He's just aggro deck. I died to a lot of bad spells. We're not dead this game, though. We still got chances this game. As long as he doesn't hit 3 creatures right here, or like have a Walking Ballista in his hand or whatever, I think we've got a pretty solid chance. If either of those 2 things come up in a different answer than that, I'd say we're probably dead. I would have cast the Gifted Everborn last turn if it didn't take us off certain manas. Alright, one time. Don't hit 3 out of 4. Boom, what'd he hit? He hit the 3! Oh, what a tilt! How do you hit 3 out of 4 there? Luckily, the ones he hit suck. The ones he hit do nothing. So, yes, he did hit 3 out of 4. No, he didn't hit anything that I think affects this game. So that's a good feeling. Oh, that one hurts. Why did you have to have more? I still think we're winning this game. I think we've got this game. It's got a Vizier. Vizier's not particularly good. He doesn't have any combat celebrants. He could have another Spell Pierce. We can't say he's at 1 life. He could easily have another Spell Pierce. Alright, he's already showed us Spell Pierce. You shut your mouth, local dope. We don't want to hear things like that. None of the cards in his graveyard are any good, though, so even if he has Spell Pierce, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think he should have played his land pre-combat. He might have been able to play an untapped land and a spell or something. Alright, that card is pretty good here. Wait. That's hilarious. Alright, he's not attacking. That has to be good, right? 2 Spell Pierces, maybe? He doesn't have 2 mana, but... Boom. Alright, we got Donkey in the game. Hell yeah. What's Donkey's record with his deck? How come I can't find Donkey's record? I swear that I just read it. Donkey's 2-0. Alright, so we know a little bit more about his deck now. And by a little bit more about his deck is, it's pretty much exactly what we thought it was the entire time. Maybe I'm supposed to just put in the Scrappy Scroungers and say, block me, friendo? Out negates. I'm not taking negates out. He showed us fiery cannonades. He showed us God Pharaoh's gift. He showed us Gate to the Afterlife. I am totally not taking negates out. Yeah, we did. Mostly because we got done tap. I can't take negates out. Versus the fiery cannonade deck? You want push in? Alright. We're doing what JJ said. I'm doing what JJ said. It's JJ's deck. We're listening to him. Oh. Wish this was a negate. Wish this was a negate, JJ. Alright, so we're keeping. Hand's fine. Hand's actually reasonable. I would love to play Cruiser. I'm sad that I can't. I'm sad that I sideboarded them out. I just can't. I can't have big clunky 4-drops versus, you know, the deck that wants to win on that turn. They're not clunky, but I mean, like, they don't really attack well if he's doing his thing. I don't care about the rating. What do you got over there, opponent? That's right, you ain't got nothing. Actually, opponent's hand's pretty good too. Don't you do it, donkey. Don't you beat us. Double combat celebrant and a firebrand. Ugh. I think I'm actually just leading with this. Huh. Good attack. What does attacking do? Say he triple blocks it. My fatal push does nothing here, but I could kill this. Nah, I'd rather just play this. Going about our day. Yeah, I don't. This isn't your revised list. I don't think. Um, they keep their mana cost. Ooh, that one's brutal. I wanted to hold up Fatal Push. I didn't want him just to be able to put a 4th counter on this and kill. It was looking like that was kind of wrong. Guess I'm just going to do this. Let's see if he wants to give up 2 creatures to kill this. Oh, he's killing this one instead? That feels like a positive for me. Don't have a good attack. Feels like we're getting further and further behind. Need to find our scavenging grounds or like a naturalize, and we need to find it ASAP. And that's game. Probably. Unless he gets tremendously unlucky, that's game. Alright, so that's brick 1, but he gets 3 tries at it. That's brick 2. Alright. We might be able to draw a naturalize. It's definitely bad for us. We have almost no chance. We have a scavenging grounds on our deck, and we have discarded a gate to the afterlife, so that means, or sorry, I guess we're just taking the 4. This is pretty bad stuff. You don't really do anything anymore. Pretty impossible for us to win now. Feel like we probably were way ahead this game if our Fatal Push JJ was just a negate. But I could be wrong. If he gets another Combat Celebrants or a Protean or like a Vizier, any of those cards in his graveyard, he's probably just lethal this turn. Though I've not actually did the math. Oh, the second gate to the afterlife? Well, that'll do it too. Alright, so we wouldn't have won this game even with a negate. I lose the Godpharaoh's Gift more than anything in the world. This is the 5th time I've lost to it in like 2 days. Or 3 days or something. And he can trophy for another gate if he even has one. But yeah, this is just dead on board. Because he gets to get a second 4/4. And they get to attack twice. Rip. Rip City. I cannot beat GPG no matter what I do with any deck I play. What in the hell are you? I like how it puts this in front now instead of like our really bad rare. But in fairness, Cloud Blazer is probably worth more than our bad rare. But like, why on God's... How did Modo make this error? Combat Celebrant. Where's it at? Blue-Red Gift is what that deck is, right? Yeah, Blue-Red GPG. Combat Celebrant. If Combat Celebrant hasn't been exerted this turn, you may exert it as its attacks. When you do, untap all other creatures you control after this phase, and there is an additional combat phase. So his GPG gets this back, his other GPG gets a second 4/4 back, and he attacks for 12. Exerting the Combat Celebrant. I guess we could have killed the Combat Celebrant in response. And then he only gets to bash us for 8. But like, then we don't have an out. Because if we draw the Scavenging Ground to kill the Graveyard, he both has Revulet in play, plus he has 2 4/4s. I don't know, maybe that was a premature concession, but like, we'd had to hit the 1 of Scavenging Ground. We would have to hit the 1 of Scavenging Ground to even have a chance, and then like we probably don't win anyway. Like we're still just really far behind, but yeah, sure. Okay, that could have been a premature concession then. Hey Donkey, what's up, man? Yeah, so this is the deck we played. Spell Pierce anyway. I lose to GPG every single day. Confirmed. I'm going to lose to GPG 100% of my matches that I get paired versus it. Can't beat GPG of any flavor. This week alone, and this week's now only 3 days old, we've lost to Esper, Jeskai, Blue-Red, and Blue-White multiple times. So, I'm 0-5 versus GPG on the week. I've picked up 2 games total in those days. Picked up 2 games total. Anyway, so there was that deck. Have I played... Yeah, I played the red green deck once. Trickery, I am not doing any GPGs this year. I am not a good enough player to do well at a GP, unfortunately. Also, don't really have the funds or the desire to travel. I tried it. We beat it round 1. I think it was round 1. It could have been round 2. We beat... Was it Mog that was on it? Or was it Alfredo? I don't know. We beat it, but I don't remember who was on. Hey, take care, JJ. I'll catch you later. But anyway, for anybody who's sticking around, this was a pretty fun stream. I'm going to restart the stream and update the titles. So in like 30 seconds, I'll be coming back and we'll be playing Red Deck Wins. I apologize for having to do the restart. I'll be right back.